Hi Pisces, my LGBTQ community. I just want to say these readings are for you. So representation absolutely matters. And every year around Valentine's Day, you kind of get left behind, right? So I wanted to do something specifically for my community that really helps you guys out. And so these are your couples love reading. So for the ladies among you, you've got the High Priestess or the Empress. For the gents among you, you have the Emperor and the Magician card, and then obviously the Lovers card to represent the relationship. Wherever you are in or on the rainbow, you can find your relationship here. Unfortunately, there isn't anything for singles, and the reason for that is, as you can see, this has been 24 videos extra on top of everything else that I usually do in a month. So I just wanted to say, like, obviously that's a lot of work, so I'm hoping I can get something little out for the singles, but it will just be like one video for everybody, so my apologies for that. Now, with that said, I would like to bless my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise. And they help you all on your paths to your highest vibrational good. So whether you are partnered, married or in a long-term commitment, this is for you. If you're newly seeing somebody, especially, this is for you. And, just have at it, listen to and see what comes up. So the first triplet that we're going to explore is the health of the relationship. So you've got the Page of Wands with the Devil, okay, and the Lovers card, right? So very interesting. Now, what this tells me is, in terms of the health of the relationship, there have been several messages that have come up for you probably since, I'm going to say, around June of 2024, right? So for those of you that have been together long enough to have been together that long so far, this suggests that the health of the relationship has gone through, it's gone through a process. And I'm going to be really honest with you, for some of you, I do feel like there have been some red flags in this relationship since last year, but I also think that you've actually worked really hard through those red flags and with your significant other, and you've actually helped them make better choices. I actually feel like they have in return shown you, like, you've shown your commitment by helping them through something that's difficult. This could be a challenge with drugs, it could be with, you know, some escapist tendency, whatever it might be. And I think in return, they have honoured the connection between you by doing the work to overcome whatever that red flag or addiction or habit or pattern is, right? So it's, as I say, like, while there have been things there that maybe haven't been so healthy, there has been a lot of work on both sides to overcome whatever that challenge is. And I think you've reached at this point a much more even keel. That Page of Wands as well, it does suggest that, as I say, there's been some messages that have come through. All right. Now, in terms of the blessings of the relationship, you've got the Page of Cups, beautiful. You've got the Two of Wands, love that. And you've got the Ten of Swords, right? So in terms of the blessings of the relationship, there have been really open-hearted discussions that have led to a lot of evolution. And what I love about this as well, in terms of the, oh my God, come on brain, in terms of like the material aspect of life, I think you have both had really good opportunities that both of you have helped each other kind of stay present with and for. And so what I feel like this has created is a much more solid sort of financial or material base, but it has come at a price, right? Like, there's no sort of getting around that because of that Ten of Swords. What this also tells me is that this may be, and it's funny because this came up, I think, for Sagittarius as well, but it may be a locational issue that is the problem, right? And it's funny because I'm always, like, whenever I hear that, or that message comes through the cards, I'm always reminded of, so 2 years ago, many of you know, we lost Hoodoo Sen Moise. And Moise was a very, very special, very gregarious figure in the hoodoo world. And, you know, whether you loved him or loathed him, I don't really care. I loved him because from the moment we met, and we actually met online, from the moment we met, he was really hard on me as a mentor, but he was also very loving at the same time. Like, but there were no days off, right? He never gave me one quarter. Like, I remember thinking to myself some days, I was like, damn boy, like I can't even, you know, I can't even blink right. Do you know what I mean? Like, it felt like that at sometimes because he was really hard on me, but I always knew that it came from a place of love. And one of the things that he said to me, because I said to him, oh, you know, I'd love to go to New Orleans. I'd love to, you know, to come and explore. And he said, absolutely come. He said, because then you'll be able to get a handle on whether it's actually for you. He said, one thing that I'm going to tell you about New Orleans, or New Orleans, as they call it. He said, when you come here, it will bring out of you who you actually are. And he said, there's this place for some people, if you've got like addictions and patterns and habits and stuff that are not good, it will bring that out of you. And I tell you this story not because I was afraid to move there or anything like that. I tell you this story because as one of the lessons of your relationship right now, Pisces, I actually think you're starting to realize that it might not necessarily be what the addiction or the habit or the pattern of your partner or of yours is. It's actually the location that you're in that's feeding directly into it. Some people are not meant to live in the concrete jungle. You know, like me, myself, personally, one of the reasons that I moved to where I am now is because there's a nature reserve right at the foot of my road. I can't live in a grey, concrete fucking jungle. It's just not for me. Like, it leeches my power. I feel depressed and all the rest of it. I need the natural world. You know, I'm very attuned to, you know, yes, I live a lot of my life inside because I work from home, but I need the natural world. Like, I try to go out for a walk at least every single day for a minimum of like 45 to 60 minutes. In the summer, I'm out as much as I can be because the natural world is so important to me. There's something that you're discovering about your location that is not working for you. And I feel like the money that you've been able to create in terms of the financial stability is actually going to be a blessing because it will allow you to go somewhere that is more beneficial to you or your partner. So then you've got the Page of Pentacles on top of the page. Look at that, right? So you've got 3 pages here. You've got the Page of Wands, you've got the Page of Cups, and you've got the Page of Pentacles. 3 pages represents a dispute, and it's usually a loud one at that. So watch out for this. But the Page of Pentacles, or the Page of Coins in this deck, the Queen of Pentacles. Oh, I love that. That's nice. Okay, and then the 2 of Pentacles, right? So one of the lessons that's showing up here is excess, right? Because it's all pentacles. Now, pentacles is the materials. As I say, I feel like you've come into an era where money is better than it has been before, but maybe because there's money and, you know, there's money and access to things that aren't necessarily good for either you or your partner, or maybe both. Maybe that's what's causing the problem or the issue. And so the lesson is here that on the practical or tangible level, your physical health and vitality needs to be more of a consideration. Like, absolutely, especially if you want the longevity of the wealth or the financial stability that you've created to last. And then finally, the future of the relationship. You've got the Queen of Wands with the 10 of Cups. Look at that. Beautiful. There's a move on the horizon. Absolutely. Look at this, right? 10 of Cups, that's the home. 4 of Pentacles. I usually see this card when people are saving for a home. It comes up a lot in that context. And then the Queen of Wands. So there's support from family members and friends and the social circle for building whatever you want. there is also a chance for you to be moving towards a much more stable living situation where you are surrounded by things and people that feel a lot more settled in some way, shape, or form. I actually really love that, and it tells me that the future of the relationship is solid, providing you can have the tough conversation about the resources and providing you continue doing the work on overcoming whatever those patterns or, you know, habits or addictions, etc. are. So love that. Now, as a central theme, you have these cards. Now, many of you will remember I used to offer a lovers spread reading. I'm opening that up again for 7 days as a part of this. This is the offer that I have for you. You can get a personalized video where we explore your compatibility. It is for partners, so partnered, married, long-term commitment, maybe like a new relationship. Or we can also read for an intended, right? So if there's somebody that you are really thinking about pursuing, you know, maybe you're talking, maybe you've had a date, maybe there's a partnership, you know, that could come out of whatever's happening at the moment and you want to explore that, that can also be done as well. But we look at your compatibility, we look at the future of the relationship. It's a lot more in depth than this. Now, your central theme of this reading, you've got the Devil card, the Two of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Ten of Cups. Your central theme is really about redemption here. It's really about going from or moving away from maybe the... it's your central theme is about redemption. It's about really overcoming your battles or your demons or your challenges and being really aware that there is something more or something better out there for you and your partnership, and it relies on you two really looking after yourselves to enjoy the fruits of your labor, as it looks like you will. So there's a feeling here of it's like we went from the worst of us to the best of us, and it was our journey that was worth taking. So this is really the journey of redemption. That's how I see it. I'm really interested to hear from you guys in the comments. Obviously, this is something completely different, completely brand new. I haven't done love-focused readings since 2021, and even then they were nothing like this. So let me know in the comments what you think, what you feel. Again, if you want to get your own personalized lovers spread, you can do that on the link in the description box below. With that said, take care, and I'll see you soon.